Good morning, viewers. This is Dr. Atul Tyagi, advocate from NCR. It is the social and legal obligation of all those who are associated with legal profession that seeing the turmoil in society due to materialistic pursuits, we must come out with some uh, remedy as to how to preserve the property within the family, how to avoid contests and imbroglios, and how to really execute the transfer of property subsequently at the cheapest price in the uh, in the best possible manner, without any contention, without any dispute. The answer is will. We all have heard about will, but yet I feel after interacting with a sizable number of people around that will and its mention creates a little shudder in the minds of most of the elderly people. Somewhere there is a lurking fear in the minds of elderly that once they construct the will and they go away with it, they will not have the authority to control their property, which is a myth, number one. Number two, that most of the elderly people they feel that they can do it tomorrow without realizing that the demise never comes after knocking the door. Demise is first and foremost truth of life, yet nobody is ready to accept it as it can happen anytime. So, if you have produced a family, you have raised a family, I feel that it is a sacramental duty of everyone to go with the will to preserve the property, hard earned property of his father and forefather, and as he has himself created the property, added to the pool for the benefit of his legacy. Legacy, what he considers the legacy, as per his intention, as per his choice, preference, and as per his intention and desire. It is a right of every human being who has descended on earth to materialize his intention and desire in the fullest form and to the fullest extent. Else, for Hindus, it is the Succession Act 1956 which comes into application. So, if you have to take a step over and above the Succession Act, a great liberty has been given to every individual to create a will, to manifest his intention and desire after his demise. Yaksha asks this question from Yudhishthir as to what is the biggest wonder of Mrityulok. And Yudhishthira replied, every day we see creatures dying, but yet we are not ready to accept that this is meant for us too. This is the mentality of general human being and it doesn't change. We have seen in Ambani family, the topmost family in India as to what happened 20 to 25 years back. So, with materialistic pursuits, taking high order, with life becoming complex, we need not negate this particular aspect, that the wealth is a well known character of mind, and there are contentions which take place within the families, and all fond memories of each other are sacrificed, forgotten when it comes to division of property. So it is a sacred duty of parents to do the necessary by themselves in their lifetime, rather than ensuring a turf for their children to fight with each other. Imagine if Atma of a elderly ever witnesses that fight among siblings. What must be the pain and agony? There are frequently asked questions by many regarding will. So I have compressed certain questions, and by the method of my clarification, I wish to put an end to those queries. So, just clarifying certain generally asked queries, that there is no format for will. That attestation of a will is mandatory. That a registered will is certainly better than unregistered will, but it is not compulsory. That a registered will has certainly got much better ascendancy over unregistered will, yet lots of precautions are required to be taken even in registered will. For example, this attestation by witnesses of the signature of testator must take place at the same time, same place where they are also putting their signature. So, the signature, witnessing, attestation, all have to take place at the same time when the testator is constructing the will and putting signature. Any astute lawyer can challenge the will in case there any discrepancy in this particular aspect. A good quality paper must be taken with ample space left on both right and left side. Name, age, and address must be mentioned of the testator as well as of the witnesses. Language must be chosen meticulously, the same language by all chance which is the spoken language by the testator. It must be mentioned that this is the last will and it has been made with a free will. In case there is any will which has been made previously, that must be mentioned as being cancelled. The description of all the assets must be very clearly given. Now, if any disturbance is done to the natural order, then the reason must be prescribed. The reason must be very clearly spelled out as to why it is being done. Do not make any changes in the will after the text by striking out or overwriting in it. Right? Now sign on all the pages, and all the pages must be numbered also. Gentlemen, there are certain precautions. Further precautions, I re emphasize that a will must be signed by the testator in the presence of at least two witnesses. It can be handwritten as well as typed. If it is handwritten, it's a holographic will. and it has got the best form. It is better to make a will at a younger age, but certainly over 18 years. But in our country, people generally think that they must go for the will after 80s. Really speaking, after the retirement age, every person must opt to have a will prepared to end all kind of contentions within the family. So it will cause peace and order in the society also. There must be an executor of the will who would be entrusted with the responsibility of ensuring that assets are distributed according to the terms of the will. This will must be kept in a safe place, whatever testator thinks about. The executor and the beneficiaries should be informed as to where the will is kept. If there is a will which has been constructed and is placed somewhere without any declaration, the beneficiaries are not aware as to will has been created, then this will can become a trash, nothing else. It may remain unannounced and unexecuted. Whenever changes in the family circumstances or other reasons necessitate any change in the will in the intervening period, the structure of the will can be amended. If there is any enhancement, reduction in the property, then also amendment may be needed and carried out. So there is a provision of codicil for making changes which are essential changes which are not attributed to testator. So codicil is a part of the will. It is called supplement. That can be prepared and it can be read in conjunction with the will. However, if there are too many changes in the will, it is suggested that a fresh will is opted for. I re emphasize that a person's will becomes operative only after his or her demise. Will can be in any language. There is no technical word which need to be used in the will. It must remain simple. So, gentlemen, I suggest that all of us, whether we have small or big assets, we must opt for constructing a will in favor of beneficiaries within the family as per our choice, desire, preference, and we must display our intention in the will where no tax or duty is paid to the government. This is financially cheapest form of bequeathing the property, transferring the property in most peaceful manner after the demise of any individual. With this, I end my small talk about will and its significance, and I will come on the next subject related to society, particularly the elderly people, in the next episode, the next issue. Thank you. All the best.